Since the release of Marvel Rivals, the Hulk has been considered one of the worst tanks out of the entire roster, but I think that if played correctly, he can be a real threat for the enemy to deal with. So I want to make this quick guide to help you figure out how to play Hulk to your maximum potential and help you climb out of silver. Last night on stream, I went from the bottom of Gold 3 to almost one game away from hitting Platinum just by grinding with Hulk alone. So there's a lot of untapped potential with either playing with a Hulk or playing against the Hulk, so I wanted to make a video just so everyone is on the same page. But before we get into the guide, I do ask that you like and subscribe on this video. It really does help the channel out a lot, and I'm very excited to say that we did hit over 200 subscribers the other day. So if you want to see more Marvel Rivals content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I know I'm going to be doing most of the tanks before I move on to the DPS and supports. I know I already have 2 DPS guides up, but I want to make sure I do these roles in order, even though I just wanted to knock out my 2 favorite characters out immediately. But with that all being said, let's get on with the guide. The first thing you want to learn about Hulk before you get into his attacks or his abilities is his charge jump. This jump is everything about this character. It is how you're going to move around the map. It's how you're going to jump in to engage on enemies. It's how you're going to jump out to disengage. It's how you're going to re-engage once you have enemies that are low. The main way I see Hulk players just go in and die is because they don't understand that your jump is everything about your character. The first thing that you want to learn when you're jumping in and going in for an engage is you need to be charging your jump no matter what. You can charge your jump as soon as you hit the ground. So once you jump in on an enemy and you're swinging and you're doing your punches, you're doing your thunderclap, you need to be holding the spacebar the entire time. So if things get sticky or the enemy starts getting peel or enemy cooldowns start being forced out because of you, you can 180, look up, and jump immediately out to your team and not have any reduction on it. You'll notice in the gameplay that I have behind here, a lot of the times when I get demeched or I go back into my Bruce Banner form is because I'm not charging my spacebar and I'm not fully conscious about, hey, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage here. They're all eyes are going to be on me. I need to be ready to get the fuck out of here. Learning how to use this jump effectively and as often as you can so the enemy just can't keep their eyes on you the entire time is how you're going to get a lot of value on Hulk. You are a hyper, and I do mean hyper mobile tank, which your jump basically has no cooldown. It just has to be charged up every time. So you're able to just move and move and move, and you can keep moving pressure, you can keep moving attention. This is how you're going to get value on Hulk. But once you have a good understanding on Hulk's movement, you can really start looking into the rest of his kit, starting with just his basic melee attacks. These punches don't do a lot of damage, but they're good at just keeping constant pressure on the enemy if you're on the front line or if you're on the back line, just diving on the supports, just constant pressure. They're really good at just dealing out damage. That's really it. Now your right click is your thunderclap. This is a short range projectile that does pretty okay damage. This is mainly used for stragglers who are just slightly faster than you and you can't really catch up to them and you just need to finish them off quickly, or if enemies are grouped up and you can get a good amount of collateral damage on them. Your thunderclap is on a relatively short cooldown, so just spamming these out on the front line or if you're on the back line doing a push, just spamming these out, getting like 2 or 3 enemies hit every time is how you're just going to build up your ultimate really quickly. And is also how you're going to keep a lot of damage up because a lot of your damage does come from hitting your thunderclaps. Secondly, your E is a short range stun. You kind of just yell at the enemy and whoever it hits, they will stun lock for a good amount of time, which allows you to just run up to them and hit a couple punches before you can eliminate them. Now the stun lasts for a really long time, so just hitting it on a support while your teammate is also going in for a dive, or if you know your team is going for just a brawly kind of push and just hitting it on a really key target like a Mantis or a Luna Snow who you know has their ultimate so they can't use it while your team is going in, is how you're going to get a lot of value out of this ability. Now your shift is going to be your main source of damage mitigation. This ability is kind of broken if used correctly. When activated, Hulk and any teammates that are very close to him will get a gamma shield, which basically absorbs damage to a certain degree, and it also blocks different stuns. Now I've seen a lot of different Hulk players, including myself, just kind of jump in and pop the shift immediately because they think, oh, I'm just going to tank all this damage, but that is not how you want to use it. You really want to use it to just block enemy stuns, because that is the most important part of Hulk's kit, is avoiding the stuns at all costs. So the main way you want to be playing Hulk is just going in with your jump, then doing some punches, get your stun off, get your thunderclap, and while you're doing all this, you're still holding space to charge up another jump, and once you get low enough or you use your shields and then those shields pop and the enemy is still all looking at you, that is when you 180, jump out, get all your cooldowns back, have your healers heal you up, and you do it all again. Hulk is very cycle based, so once you are able to get into the groove of how he cycles, his cooldowns, and his playstyle, that is how you're going to really make a lot of impact on your games. But does that mean that you want to play Hulk mostly on the front line, or do you want to just play on off angles and look at backline targets, or maybe even mark flankers for your team? Well, it really depends on if you have another tank or not. Because if you don't have another tank, you really just want to be playing frontline and just jumping in, doing your damage, jump out, jump back in, and just cycling that kind of rotation. But if you have someone like a Magneto or a Doctor Strange or even a Thor on your team that help you just really take a lot of pressure off of your shoulders, that is where you're going to want to just jump around and be a complete menace for the enemy to deal with. Hulk is very good at taking 1v1s, not just because he has an immense health pool, but because of his stun. The stun is going to really seal you the deal on any 1v1 that you're taking if you're able to hit it. So if you see a Spider-Man or an Iron Fist setting up on a flank angle to look at your backline, or if you see a lone Jeff the Shark or Luna Snow in their backline who you are easily able to just jump on, hit the stun, and just punch to death, that is what you need to be doing on Hulk. Along with that, you really want to be hypermobile. You are a big target. So if you are just sitting on the front line, not really doing a whole lot of damage, and you're not moving a whole lot, you're just going to get demeched and killed instantly and wonder why you're even on Hulk in the first place. But just jumping around, jumping to health packs, jumping behind cover, jumping on enemies, then jumping on a different enemy, then jumping back to your teammates, then jumping back. It's how you're going to just keep the enemy on their toes, and you just don't want to be locked down. If the enemy is able to just lock you down and pin you to one position, they can easily focus fire you. So you just want to jump around like a maniac so the enemy can't do anything about you. One thing about his jump that I forgot to mention at the start is that if you do jump into a wall and you hold spacebar, you're able to cling onto that wall, kind of like Spider-Man, except you're not able to just crawl around. You just hold onto that one stationary spot. And this is good if you want to set up on high grounds, like on defense, for example, and just have that drop on the opponents. So if they walk past a certain choke point, you can just drop on them and then do all your damage and then still have another charge jump to jump out. Now, Hulk's ultimate transforms you into Monster Hulk. This form gives you 1550 base HP, and your abilities become way better, way stronger, and the cooldowns are way shorter. The main way you want to be using your Monster Hulk form is essentially like a Winston Primal. You want to jump in, do all your damage, and as soon as you get low, that's when you want to pop it. Because once you pop your ultimate, not only do you go back to full HP, which would be the 1550, but you also are invulnerable the entire transformation animation. So just popping it, and once you get low, there's no downsides to it. It's like an extra life. But once you are in this monster form, there's really only one thing you want to do, and it's just spam your thunder claps. These claps are on a 2-second cooldown, and they do half of most characters' HP. So if you have enemies grouped up, you just want to look at them and just keep spamming your claps until they're all dead. There's not a lot of, you can't really overcomplicate this. There's not a lot of tech to it. You just want to look at them and just keep spamming your claps. I get a lot of success out of it. There's no real way to block it other than shields, but if you know shields are down and you know these characters are just clumped up, just keep spamming claps, and that's how you're going to get a lot of value out of your ultimate. And remember, you don't have access to your shift while you're in your monster form. You only have your HP pool to keep you alive, so make sure you always have a jump charged so you're able to jump behind cover or jump back to your team in case the situation becomes undesirable. Now, once you get demeched, it really depends on where you are when you get demeched, but there's not a whole lot you can do when you're farming your ult to go back into your Hulk form. You really just want to be hitting your shots with your little Diva Blaster and using your shift to just knock enemies away, especially those melee heroes who are just going to kill you instantly. Other than that, you kind of just want to spend the least amount of time in Bruce Banner form because you're kind of useless. Now, before I end this guide, I do want to mention that you have two different team-up abilities. The first one with Doctor Strange and Iron Man, this one you don't really benefit at all from. You only just get the Season Anchor, which is just more health. But for Doctor Strange and for Iron Man, it really does increase their damage output by a significant amount. So if you are going to be playing Hulk and you know you have a good Iron Man on your team or a good Doctor Strange on your team, being able to coordinate attacks and coordinate dives with them is a really good way to get a lot of value out of that character. Your second team up ability is going to be with Wolverine. You basically just throw him and giving him a free shift so he's able to shift back to your teammates. This is very good if you know the enemy team is running more than one tank, because not only is Wolverine a really good tank buster, but Hulk is able to also just stand in the front line and just punch these tanks down, as he has a large health pool and he's able to punch through things like Magneto and Doctor Strange shield. So they're both very good at just dealing with a lot of tanks. And also ignore the fact that I just messed it up. This was my first time trying it. Okay, I didn't know what I was doing, so just give me some slack. But with that all being said, I think that if used properly, Hulk can be a complete menace to deal with. And honestly, I think he can be an A or even S tier tank if put in the right hands. But before I leave y'all with the rest of this gameplay, if you did find this guide helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe on this video, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And leave a comment if you think I missed something, or if you just want to see one of your favorite characters covered next. But with that all being said, guys, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the video.
You're halfway there. Keep going. wish I could hear you back.
I only wish I had done it myself.
Hulk is almost ready.
Protected Asgard. Save the world tree. Let us ambush our enemies as they emerge. Get up here! Enemies ahead!
He doesn't want to do it, bro.
No snatching us now!
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Maximum pulse!
No, he gets through with that.
No! Look! You still own me.
Help here!
Hell unleashed!
Hope grateful! Our adversaries gather. They are upon you! Attack! I am Asgard's might! I wish you had always been Asgard's ally. Strong again!
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
So sneaky.
They're up ahead.
By the eye of Agamotto!
We are undefeatable!
I'm infantry again.
Okay.
I'm hulking! Ow! Couldn't weasel his way out of that. Stay right there! Strong again!
Get that vehicle moving again! I care nothing with the truth, but I would
Did I eat her? What happened?
Hope grateful!
I am the goddess. Oh, we are the gods.
No smashing us now!
This game fucking sucks, dude.
Get in there.
Behind us.
You're halfway there.
Full support.
Hell unleashed!
Oh my god, please.
Our adversaries gather.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Only 60 seconds left. Feed for my crow.
I'm flying.
You suck.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Just you fucking suck.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Watch this lobby. Cooked? Oh. I checked this. 3.
They're up ahead.
That's not what was meant to happen there.
Andy needs help.
Stick around! Too puny!
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Only 60 seconds left.
They are upon you. Beware!
Bro.
We will arrest Loki's tapping operation. So close! This is your big chance! Have feet for my crow!
Bro, I'm in front of you! I'm in front! Heal me.
I haven't even
Oh, Jeff players are so fucking stupid, bro.
We are undefeatable! Good friends, gather around!
What am I to do there, bro? What am I to do there?
4, 3, 2, 1!
Oh, yeah.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks!
Just listen for the sound of thunder.
Who is behind you, my ally?
Monster Hulk not ready.
Punch.
You need hope. Hulk need healing. Stick around.
What? I understand this character so good, bro.
Double KO!
You literally just play him like Winston. This is so good.
He stopped them in their tracks!
You literally just play him like Winston, like just perma primal rage. This is crazy.
They are upon you. Beware!
Render me assistance.
I am Asgard. No smashing us now! That one hurts. Hulk is hero. Hulk grateful.
I'll make it better, Supreme.
Take a look behind you.
Here they come.
Get in there.
I am ready to put on a show!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Hulk need healing.
Oh my god, please.
Only 60 seconds left!
Hulk protect.
Only an opportunity for combat!
Who is behind
By the eye of Agamotto.
No, I couldn't do my thing.
you? See bullets.
We do not have the numbers.
Down to 30 seconds!
It's my way.
This is crunch time. Hang in there.
Resistance is futile!
Thank God, thank God.
Stay right there.
The final 10 seconds! Better stop that vehicle! Hold still, I'm trying to help.
I am Asgard. You're smashed.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
Gamma shield.
My gratitude.
Ahead. I didn't.
Render me assistance.
Who could fight
Nah,
the
y'all don't even
first
understand.
one? Two.
I knew I could jump past that Venom, so I wanted to just lull him there by standing still until I knew I could get the point to touch on point.
Another epic victory.
Win 100 matches. That's me. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me there. Haha.